Hello, dear students. I am continuing now. Operation on sets. Up to now, we have already studied about sets, subsets, and now, whenever we study about new thing, then in mathematics we are trying to mm, do basic operation with that. Here we are already studied about sets. So now we are trying to combine two sets. How there are some rules for combining two sets or getting other type of operation with sets. So operation on sets. Okay, suppose we are having two sets and one set having some element, another set having some element, and we want to find a set containing all elements of both sets and containing common elements of both sets and containing those element of a one set which does not contain other sets. These are the operation on sets. So first operation is union of sets. Union of sets. Union. Union of sets. Okay. Union of sets. Union denoted by U, by like this sample. Okay. And here suppose we have a set A and another set B. A having some element, B having some element. Then this two set combined by this A union B. That is, this is another set which contains all those elements which are belonging to A, also in belonging to B, both not such. A union B is a new set which contains all the elements of A and all the elements of B. And in other words, we can say A union B is a new set containing all those elements which are either in A or either in B. That means there may be some common elements, but we will write that elements only one times. So if A is a set, B is a set, and we are combining these two sets by union. So union of two sets is a new set containing all the elements of A and all the elements of B, and common elements written only one times. That is, we can say in another words, this is a new set, writing in set-builder form. A union B contains all those elements X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Okay? Means all the elements of both sets, common elements will write only one times. For example, suppose A equals to A, B, C and B equals to B, C, D, then we can write what? A union B equals to A union B equals to A, B, C, D. Here B and C are common. We will write only one times. So A, B, C and D. So this is union of these two set. This is new set. Clear? This is in roster form. A union B is a new set. Clear? And second operation, and properties of this operation. Properties of this, we will also require the properties of operations. That means here first property, first operation is what? Union. Okay. So we can see that first property A union B equals B union A. You can write first A and then B, or B first and then A. We will get same thing. This is also contain all the elements x such that x belongs to B and or x belongs to A. That means same. These are this or these are this. So this is commutative law. This is called commutative law. Commutative law for union. Second, A union B union C, A union B union C. Associative law. Associative law. A union, suppose there are three sets, and first of all you have to find B union C is a new set. Then with that set, taking union of A union B union C. Find the value of this. This is a set, and also you can find first A union B, and then with this set you can take in union of C, and you can get set. So both set will be set. This is associative law called. Okay. Third is A union phi equals to phi union A equals to A. Phi is a set containing no elements. So A union phi, we can see x belongs to A or x belongs to phi. X belongs to A means all the elements of A, or x belongs to phi means nothing. So x belongs to A means we can get A. Similarly, by this we can get A. So I is identity element. I is identity element for operation union. Identity. Law of identity. Law of identity. Here phi is identity of union. Identity for union. Identity for union. Okay. Fourth, A union A equals to A. This is idempotent law. A union A, we can get A, x belongs to A or x belongs to A. That means what? Set A will get. So this is called idempotent law. Idempotent law. Okay. Law of identity. This idempotent law. And fifth, we can write like this: A union universal set U. A union universal set U equals to what will be? Union set. Okay, this is law of universal set. Universal set contains all the sets of sets under consideration. So A union this, X belongs to A or X belongs to union. The X belongs to union, universal set means we get universal set because completely A is in universal set. Okay. So these are the properties. These are the properties of union of set. Okay. So for solving questions, we are requiring these rules. That's why you are remember this. Okay. So these are the properties of union. Now, second operation is intersection. Intersection. Intersection of sets. Okay. Intersection of sets. Intersection symbol is denoted by this reverse or inverse union U type. So this is intersection of sets. This is symbol for using intersection. So A intersection is a set containing all the common elements of A and B. Maybe A and B contains some common elements. So A intersection B is a set, or A intersection of A and B is a set containing all the common elements of both set. Or we can say that A intersection B is a set containing all those elements which are belonging to A and all those elements such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. That is common element. This is the definition of intersection. Similar to union, here properties of intersection of set. Intersection of sets. Okay, we can write first property also like same. A intersection B equals to B intersection A. B intersection A, commutative law. Because you can take X belongs to A and X belongs to B, or X belongs to B and X belongs to A. That is A intersection B, B intersection A equal. Associative law is also hold for this. Second, A intersection B intersection C. A intersection B intersection C. That means first of all you have to find there are three sets. First of all, we have to find B intersection C as I said, and then taking intersection with this of A, we can get this set. And similarly here, first we have to find intersection of A and B, get a set, and taking intersection of this set with C, then we can get yet another set. Both set will be equal. That is associative law. Also hold for intersection. First, second, now third. Third is what? Law of identity. Here is the law of identity. A intersection universal set equals to universal set intersection A equals to always A. You can see it contains all the sets and subsets. That is, it also contains A. That is common of both two will be what? A. Similarly, this is equals to A. Intersection. So, law of identity here, universal set is identity for intersection. Intersection. Clear? For intersection, universal set is identity element. Law of identity. Now fourth is also same as A intersection A equals to what? A. We can get A intersection A, common of both A and X belongs to A, and X belongs to A means what? A. So this is idempotent law. Okay. So law of operation of union, operation of intersection, there are two operations like this. These are the properties for intersection of two sets. Okay. Now there is a technique to in between. There are more operations, difference of sets and complement of sets. So just before that, I have to discuss about Venn diagram. Venn diagram is, these are the two operation of sets on sets, what? Union and intersections. We know about union and intersection up to discussion before from the discussion up to now. Now I am just discussing about how can we represent diagrammatically sets using Venn diagram. That is useful for understanding some concepts. Okay, gives also important formula. So now I am discussing about Venn diagram, and then also I will discuss about two operations remaining, difference and complements. Okay, so first of all, just take Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams. Okay, Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams means diagrammatically representation of sets. Some concepts can be very clear from Venn diagram. Okay, so Venn diagram are used for diagrammatically representation of sets. Generally, for this we are using rectangle and circle. Okay, rectangle and circles. Rectangle is used for universal set. We know universal set is what? Containing all the other sets, subsets. So here, suppose this is a rectangle. Okay, this is a rectangle. For Venn diagram means we are using rectangle and circles. Rectangle is used for universal set. Universal set. That is, this contains all the sets, subsets. And for set, we are using circle in general. We are using closed diagram but circle. Here, suppose this rectangle represents all the elements of universal sets. This and this circle A represents set A. This circle represents set B. For example, we can write like this. Suppose universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Suppose, for example, universal set is this. That means, and set A is 1, 4, 8, and set B is 2, 6, 9, 10. Then this system, because 2, 6, 9, 10, 1, 4, 8, all are elements of this, because this is universal set. So this can be represented like this. A 1, 4, 8. So 1, 4, 8. 2, 6, 9, 10. 2, 6, 9, 10. And remaining element are what? 3, 5. Anywhere you can write 3, 5, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the 10 elements are elements of U. And always any sets under our consideration are subsets of U. So A will be within this rectangle, B also within this rectangle. But here A and B contains no common point. So we can draw it separately. So 1, 4, 8 are element of A. This circle represents A set. This circle represents B sets. Here we see that we know about union and about intersections. So if we want to find union of these two sets, in case where A and B are not connected means there are no common points. So union means whole over A and whole over B. These two completely, we can shaded this. We can shaded this dot as just like this. These two parts are representing union of two sets. But intersection, when two sets have no common point, then A intersection B is equals to what? Having no common point. There is no point. No point means no point set means what? This. That is what? Phi. That is when intersection of two sets are phi. Phi means empty set. Then we say that two sets are disjoint or not joint. Disjoint set. Okay? Disjoint. Disjoint sets. Okay, disjoint sets. Here these are two are disjoint because they have no common point. So intersection of two sets is 5, that means disjoint sets. Okay. If they are joined, then we can also represent like this. Suppose sets are like this. We take 1, 1, 2, 6, 9, 10, 9. Just this type of sets. Suppose we are considering like this. Okay. Then we can get the representation as all the elements of U are here. A and B, we see that A and B having common point 1, 1, 9, 9. Okay. So we can draw one circle like this and another circle like this. This is A, this is B. These are two sets. So here 1 and 9, 1 and 9 are common, so we can write 1 and 9. Okay, 1 and 9, 4 and 8, 4 and 8, and 1 and 9 and 2, 6, 10, 2, 6, 10. Okay, here 1, 9, 1, 9, 1, 9, common. In this circle also 1, 9, in this circle also 1, 9. They are joined, connected. Here A intersection B is not 5, A intersection B is 1, 9, 1, 9. Because having common element, na? So, remaining elements 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 elements are there. Now, this representation can be like this. This part is intersection part. We can shaded it. This is intersection part. A intersection B. This part is what? A intersection B. Because A intersection B is 1, 9. So here 1, 9. So this is intersection part. So two sets are connected. That is intersecting part is this. 1, 9 belongs to both A and also in B. Okay. So this type of representation of sets are known as Venn diagram representation of relation between two sets with universal set. Okay. So this representation is very useful for understanding some concepts. Okay. So remember it. Now there is a property. There is a property, distributive law of union over intersection and intersection over union. Okay. So now properties of union and intersection we can understand by using here distributive law. What? Distributive law. Distributive law. First, A intersection B union C and equals to A intersection distributive law. First law is A intersection B union C. A intersection B union A intersection C. This is first. Means here intersection distribute over a union. And here second law is like this. A union B intersection C. Here A union B intersection A union C. These are two rules, properties of union and intersection. Intersection distribute over union. Union distribute over intersection. These two properties can be proved by using rule of or properties of sets. Also, we can prove it diagrammatically. So here, see in the diagram, in first diagram, you see in first diagram what? Shaded part B, A, B, C are, if three sets are connected, then universal set, and shaded part in first part here B union C. For proving, we are trying to find value of this and value of this. Okay, so for this we are requiring what? This set and this set. So in first diagram you can see A, B, C. In first diagram B union C. Okay, B union C. B union C means completely B union B and C shaded. Clear? And in second diagram you can see when B union C portion, shaded portion taken as a union intersection with A, then in second diagram you can see shaded part for this. Now here A intersection B, A intersection C. You can in diagram third A intersection B is shaded, and in diagram fourth A intersection is shaded. By this two, third and fourth, if we take union, then the diagram you can see in fifth diagram. And fifth diagram and second diagram are same. Fifth and second diagram are same. So by using this Venn diagram technique, you can also see this and this are same type of shading. So these are equal. So by using Venn diagram, we can also see the properties of this property, distributive property. You can also draw the diagram of for this distributive over distribution of union over intersection. You can also draw the diagram. Three are sets connected. Whenever we write three sets are connected like this, write like this. This is A, this is B, this is C. A union B means what? A union B means completely A and B with this all portion. And A intersection B means what? This part only. And A union B union C means whole over this. And intersection of these three means only this part. So whenever three sets are connected, then we can draw like this. Okay. And by this type of technique, you can see the proof of this rule. This is the distributive law. Okay. So remember it. How can we represent the operation of sets using Venn diagrams? Very useful. Okay. difference of set. Okay, so difference of set, another operation. Difference of set. Just like A minus B. A is a set, B is a set. A minus B. This is also a set. Just like union is a set, intersection is a set, and here A minus B, difference of two sets, A minus B is a set containing all the elements of the set A which accept the element of B. That is, if A and B are connected, then we are deleting all the elements from of B from A. We can get difference of sets. That means this set contains all the elements which belongs to A and does not belongs to B. Clear? All the elements of A, but that does not belongs to B. That is, suppose we are having set A and B, both are connected. So element which belongs to X, A, but not belongs to B, means in this portion. So our portion will be what? This. X belongs to A but not belongs to B. Okay, so this shaded portion will be A minus B. Clear? Similarly, B minus A. What? Y such that Y belongs to B and Y does not belongs to A. Y does not belongs to A. Clear? So this is Y and this is the what? B minus A. This shaded portion are B minus A. Clear? And this portion is what? We know A intersection B. A intersection B. This is A minus B, this is B minus A, and this is A intersection B. Three parts are separated. Okay? So, difference of two sets we can find like this. Suppose A equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equals to 2, 7, 8. Then A minus B equals to what? A minus B equals to element of A but not containing in B. That is 1, 3, 4. Because 2 belongs to A, 2 also belongs to 2. So common part neglected. So A minus B equals to what? 2 are separated. Okay? And B minus A will be what? Elements of B does not contain in A. Elements of B. Elements of B are what? 7, 8. Because X belongs to Y belongs to B, that is 7, 8 belongs to here, and also elements, the common elements are neglected. Also A is completely neglected, so B minus A equals to 7, 8. Elements containing B, not containing A, because 2 contain in A, so A is deleted. So B minus A equals to 7, 8. Okay, A minus B equals to this 1, 3, 4 is not there, and here B minus A 2, 7, 8. So 7, 8 is not there. 2 is common, so neglected. Here 2 is common, so neglected, like this. Clear? So difference can be find out like this. Okay. Now, one operation with set is remaining, that is complement of a set. Complement of a set. Complement of a set. Okay. Complement of a set. Suppose we have a set. For complement, it is required the knowledge of universal set, because complement is denoted by a dash. A complement. A complement is all the elements of universal set that does not contain in A, that is X, such that X belongs to universal set and X does not belongs to A. That is, for diagrammatic representation we can understand like this. Suppose this is universal set and A is this. This circle represent A. And A dash is this portion. This portion. The portion of the universal set which does not contain the element of A. This is A dash. This is A. From here it is clear that A union A dash. If A dash and A, we combine these two by union, then we can get universal set. Okay? And also it is clear from here that A dash, that means this. Again dash, that means from universal set, this dash is deleted. Then we can get A. So A dash is equal to A also. So here it is clear that if X belongs to A, implies it does not belongs to A dash. X does not belongs to A dash. If X is here, then X cannot be here. That is, if X belongs to A dash, implies X does not belongs to A. If X is here, then X cannot be here. Okay, X belongs to A. X belongs to A, then X does not belongs to A dash. If X belongs to A dash, then X is not belongs to A. Clear? This concept is very important for solving questions and proof of some thing. Okay, so remember it, complement of a set. Clear? From here it is also clear that universal set dash is phi and phi dash is universal set. Very clear. Elements of U dash means except U. Except U is what? Nothing. Phi. And phi dash means except nothing. That means all universal set. So these are the important properties of or operation of with sets. Okay, these are useful for solving questions. Clear? There are union, intersection, and also difference of sets, complement of set, distributive law. There is an important property, De Morgan law. De Morgan's law. Okay, so very important property for operation with sets related to complement union intersections. First law is De Morgan's law. First is, if we take like this, A union B complement. Here A and B are two sets taking union, and then take a complement of this union, then we get like this: A dash B dash union is converted to intersection. A union B dash, A dash intersection B dash. Similar, A intersection B dash is equals to A dash union B dash. These are the property. We can prove it. Just remember this. Now, in next class, I will prove how can we prove logically. That is very important part. So I will discuss for proving of this type of relation, distributive law also, De Morgan laws, and some of the questions, this type of questions. How can we prove that this is equals to this? Okay, I will discuss it about it in the next class. Now I will solve. We are trying to solve exercise 1.4. Okay. Now we will solve exercise 1.4. So first question, you can see first question here. First question is given, find the union of each of the following pairs of sets. Now with this discussion, I will give questions for your reply, for attendance, because there are questions in exercise 1.4 for your practice. You have to write solution of the questions one by one. Okay. The first question, what? Find the union of each of the following pair of sets. There are first x equal to 1, 3, 5, y equal to 1, 2, 3. Just we have to write how x union y equals to what. So we can write, first of all, write x equal to this, x equal to this, y equals to this, and union means all the elements of x and y, writing single time common elements. So what? 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. This is union. Okay. All the elements should be here, but repeating elements will get write one times. Okay. Similarly, question second, third, right, written in set vector form. X is a natural number, multiple of 3. So first, A will be what? Multiple of 3, natural number. 3, 5, multiple of 3. Multiple of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. And B is what? You have to write first set builder form as roster form. B is what? B is natural number less than 6. Natural number less than 6. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Less than 6. That is 5. Natural number less than 6. This. You have to write first in roster form, then you can write union. A union B equals to what? All the elements of this, but there are infinite, the multiple of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. These are continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Continue. And after 6, 3, 6, 3, 6, after 6, 9, then 12, and then we know after this 9, then 12 means multiple of 3. So we can write in set builder form. You have to write answer in set builder because given is set builder form, so you can write also answer in set builder form. So x such that x equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Maybe any element 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Okay. Here just like this. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5 and multiple of 3. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5 and multiple of 3. Multiple of 3. So this will be the answer. Okay. This is the answer. A and B. Written in set builder form. So you have to write in set builder form. Also for fourth and fifth is given A 1, 2, 3, B is 5. So A union B, A union 5, A. That is A. Okay. So this was the question solution writing method for solution of question 1. So you have to write this in your copy. Okay. Now take question second. Take question second. Second is given what? Let A equals to AB, B equals to BC, ABC is A subset B. Consider AB. Here A, question 2. AB and B, sorry, B equals to B, AB, B equals to ABC. B equals to A, B, C. Question is A subset B? Yes. AB also continues here. A subset B. And what is A union B? Here we see that. AB, ABC. These two contain here. That is yes. A subset B because all element of A is also element of B. AB belongs to this. What about A union B? We can write A, B, C. A, B, C. That is what? B. Because A completely in B. So taking union we can get bigger set B. So A union B equals to B. Okay. Here, this is the answer of this question 2. Here, one thing is important for discussion with. For here, if A subset B, then what? A union B equals to B, bigger set. Here, finding A intersection B. AB. AB common. So A intersection B, AB. So here we see that this equals A. Here A subset B. A subset B. Here A subset B. And A intersection B, A. That is A intersection B can be written as smaller set. So A subset B means A union B equals to B. And A subset B implies A intersection a smaller set. Okay, remember it. Now take question third. You have to write all the answer of this, answer of all the questions of exercise 1.4 in your copy sent to me. Okay. Third question. If A and B are two sets, such that A subset B, what is A union B? In general, just we are discussing this. You have to write answer logically and give the answer. A subset B, then A union B equal to what? B. Taking question 4. A equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, B equals to 3, 4, 5, 6, C equals to 5, 6, 7, 8, and D equals to 7, 8, 9, 10. These are given. A, B, C, D, 4 sets are given. We have to find the value of what? A union B, A union C, B union C, B union D, A union B union C, A union B union D, and etc. like this. So very simple, just using logic, you have to write the value of A union B, A union C. For finding question 5th, just question 5th. A union B union C. A union B union C. Okay, we are writing like this. A union B union C. We have to find the value of this. So 3 values are there. So for writing, first of all, we can find A union B, value of A union B, and then this is single set, and we also have C. So we can find A union B union C, means by using this two set, right? Union. So first of all, either first this, and then with this you can find with C union, or at first you have to find B union C, and then with that set you can take union of A, and you can get the result. So this is for practice. So write all the values of question 4 in your copy. Okay. Now taking question 5th. Find the intersection of each pair of sets of questions 1 above. So in question 1, in question 1 given the sets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So X, Y, AB, roster form, and also set builder form. So you have to write their intersection. There in each question there are 2 sets. So you have to write intersections. Okay. Yes. You have to also find here union, and then question 5 says that also find intersection. We have already discussed about finding union, so also find intersection. Okay. Now question 6, you can see question 6. A equals to 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, B equals to this, C equals to this, and D equals to this. Find the intersection of, just like previous question 4. You can find the also intersection. Write all these values for your practice. Intersection means what? Suppose taking first question, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 are A, and B is 7, 9, 11, 13. So you have to write all the elements. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Common element you have to write one time. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Also 7, 9, 11 is common, so 13 is remaining. So A intersection B equals to this. You have to write. No, intersection. This is intersection. Sorry, intersection. So their common element is what? Intersection. A 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 11, 13. The common elements are what? 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 11. Okay, 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 11. Common part 7, 9, 11. Suppose we have to find the value of A last question. Last question means what? Last not 9. A intersection B union C. A intersection B intersection B union C. So also write B union C for 9. Answer for 9. For 9. Okay. A intersection B is this 7 and 11. B union C. Here B what? B 7 and 11 13. And C 11 13 15. B union C 7, 9, 11, 13, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. Because union, so you have to write all the elements. What? B. 7, 9, 11, 13. 7, 9, 11, 13. And 11, 13 common. So write also 15. Now we have to take intersecting of section of A intersection B, B union C. Intersection of this and this. So we will get, therefore, A intersection B union. Intersection. So intersection B union C. B union C. B union C. That means intersection of these two. A intersection B. Intersection B union C. So intersection of these two. Intersection of these two are what? 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 11. 7, 9, 11. Intersection means common elements. So this is the answer of 9. So just in the same way, you have to write all the value for question 6. Okay? Simple. So this is for your practice. Okay? Now take question 7. Here, question 7 is given as in roster form. You see, question 7. Clear? Question 7. What? A equals to x such that x is a natural number, B x such that x is an even natural number, C x such that x is an odd natural number, and D is x is a prime number. So you have to write first rows in a roster form all the sets. These are given in builder form. So you have to write in roster form. Then you can get the elements. So you can find all the intersections. Given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A intersection B, A intersection C. These are we have to find. But here given how? In set builder form. So you have to write also in answer in set builder form. Here for one question, so A intersection B. For A intersection B. Okay. So A intersection B. A x is a natural number. A what? Natural number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the natural number. B is what? You have to write in roster form. This is set builder form, roster form. B, x is even natural number. Even natural number. 2, 4, 6, 8. These are the even natural number. Okay, C is what? Odd natural number. C is odd natural number. 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. And D is what? Prime number. 2, 3, 5, 7. 2, 3, 5, 7 and so on. So here for finding first A intersection B. A intersection B. First. A intersection B. What we will get? Here all the elements A intersection B means what? 2, 4, 6, 8 here. Also there intersection means we will get 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. That is what? X says that X is an even natural number. Even natural number. This is in set builder form. So you have to write all the answers in set builder form. After finding in roster form. Okay. This is roster form, this is set builder form. So this question also you have to write in your copy. Now taking question 8. Which of the following pairs of sets are disjoint? So first of all you have to write, because these are given 1 to 3 questions. First questions first set roster form in first, and second is builder form. So you have to write also in roster form. Then C, is there any common element? If there are common element, then not disjoint. If there are no common element, then disjoint. So second, A, E, I, O, U, E is common, so not disjoint. First, x is a natural number, like between 4 to 6. So 4 is common, not disjoint. In third, even integers, and here an odd integers. Even integers and odd integers, disjoint. Because there are no odd integers and even integers are different. So there are no common elements. So disjoint. No common element means disjoint. Now take question 9. There are set A, B, C, D given. Find A minus B, B, A minus C. Only difference you have to find. A minus B means write all the elements of A which are not in B. Okay. So here B contains 12. So element of A that not contained in B. So here 3, 6, 9, 12 is containing also in B. So B 12 is deleted from here. 15, 18, 21. So except 12, our answer will be there. A minus B means all the elements of A but not containing B. So deleted that element. Okay. So you can write all the values of difference of this set. So write it in your copy. Now take questions 10, 11, 12 for your attendance. Whole exercise is for your attendance questions. You have to write for your practice. Okay, very important. 10. If x equal to a, b, c, d and y equals to f, b, d, g, find difference. Here also you have to only find difference, y x minus y and y minus x and intersection. You can do it. Okay. Now, question 11. If R is the set of real numbers, Q is the set of rational numbers, then what is? So here question is R minus Q. R minus Q. What is R minus Q? Means we know R is bigger set, Q rational numbers is subset of R. Okay, is subset of R. So R minus Q means we know real numbers are formed by joining rational and irrationals. So if we delete rationals from real numbers, then we can get set of irrational numbers. So irrational numbers. Okay. Now state 12 questions. State whether each of the following statement is true, false. True or false, justify your answer. First, 2, 3, 4, 5 set and 3, 6 are disjoint sets. No, they are joint because 3 is common. Similarly, A, I, O, U and A, B, C, D are disjoint sets. Here A is common, no disjoint sets. Here 2, 6, 10, 14 and 3, 7, 11, 15 are disjoint sets. 2, 6, 10 is not there, 14 is not there. So there are no common elements. That is nothing. That is intersection is 5. So disjoint. And last question is 2, 6, 10 and 3, 7, 11 are disjoint set. 2, 6, 10 and 3, 7, 11. These are also disjoint set because there is no common element. So exercise complete. 1.4 exercise. You have to write your answer and reply me as making PDF file. Okay, today. That will be your attendance. Okay.